What is up, Thunder Nation? Welcome to the Sooner Surge podcast that tells it like it is. OKC goes up 2-0 against Minnesota, Jay. This begins the night with SGA getting the MVP, and then he proves why he's the MVP. Played absolutely efficiently again tonight. They're going to continue to play this way, I think, the T-Wolves, and I think they can shut him down one-on-one. When they did go to the zone, I thought he made a couple of good passes out of it. He was absolutely phenomenal, a left-handed and one. But also, guys, you had the other two in the big three. You had JDub with 26. You had Chet, I think 18 or 20 points. Lou Dort was – now here's the crazy thing. Ant-Man had 31, and Lou Dort still made his night miserable. And they still lose by double digits. JDub was absolutely in attack mode again. He was hitting the three ball. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, this game was – third quarter was the difference in the game. That's when they got their big lead. It was kind of a sloppy fourth, but it didn't matter. Chet played really good, I thought, 24 points. I mean, he played really good. The big three, man, when you got Chet, JDub, and SGA playing that well, you're probably gonna win.
Oh, Chet ended up with 24. Wow.
Hey.
Yeah, Lou Dort was really great, man.
Yeah, Lou Dort was good. Hey, the thing is, there is a reason why the T-Wolves are a 6 seed. The Thunder's going to win this series. I mean, Thunder's a better team. Thunder's a better team all around. You look at it.
Okay, what's people been saying about the Thunder in the whole postseason? Why they should win it all?
Why they should, or
why should the OKC Thunder win it all?
Because
they're the best defensively. It's not even close, and they're proving it again.
Yeah, it is, and that's the difference with this team. They have more than one or two guys that can play defense. The team defense is good.
I mean, Randall, J-Dub's guarding Randall. Randall couldn't even play in the fourth quarter. They just couldn't play him.
Hey, here's the thing. The Thunder, I don't know exactly, but I think at halftime they had shot 24 or 25 threes. They only ended up shooting 33 for the game.
They hit some massive threes tonight.
They did, but the third quarter, they were attacking.
They got transition going, a lot in transition.
A lot of defense led to easy points.
They went to Caruso in the second quarter, high post. It was phenomenal. Chet played some high post and got some looks attacking, but JDub tonight was so good defensively across the board that they did a great job. I thought of. They basically said, we're going to go with Dort the whole game. We're not even going to switch. We're going to let off some other guys. They hit some threes there. McDaniels hit some. Alexander hit some. DeVincencio hit some. All of them. But OKC, you're up 2-0 now. You win one in Minnesota, and you end this thing in Game 5. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, I see people talking about the announcers. I'll say this. I actually really like Richard Jefferson.
I'm mixed on him, Jay.
I think Richard.
I don't have anything against him. I'm mixed. I mean, I think Mike Green's the best one. He's great.
I think Richard Jefferson's really good. I really do. I like him a lot. I did like Chet's technical too. It didn't
at that point in the game when you're up that big, I don't mind it. Closer game, I would have minded it.
Hey, real quick, I know I saw Vols saying something. Yeah, Vols beat Texas. They'll play the winner of Vandy, Oklahoma. Let's get that out of the way. Hey, Seattle might get another.
Vandy's beating Oklahoma pretty easily, weren't they? 4-1?
I think so. Seattle might get a team later on. There's also talk Kansas City could get a team. I'd be shocked if Kansas City.
Yeah, Thunder OU sooner. If OKC wins Game 3, you're looking at a sweep. I mean, tonight Ant-Man still scored 30, Jay, and they get beat by double digits. Like Randall no-show tonight. They were very physical. Yeah, they're physical with Randall.
But their bench was way better tonight.
Their bench was really great tonight, and they still lost double digits.
Yeah, at home. I mean, I think the Thunder probably going to Minnesota and split.
Let's talk about SGA. If they're going to man-to-man him and not double-team him, it's –
well, here's the difference.
They're not playing the same defense Denver did, Jay. They're not.
Well, Jerm,
he also learned some things. He learned some things.
Jerm, listen, they've gotten to that zone some, but the Thunder get them out of it very quickly because they bring somebody to the middle and they're able to – Caruso hit 2 or 3 right there.
Too easy. Yeah. Now, Ben, you're right. SGA was cold as He got to his spots, mid-range Jedi, dipsy-do, up under, left-handed and one, unguardable all night, made some great passes. I think he ended up with 7 assists. One big one to JDub there at the end, Jay. When they switched to a zone and brought 2 guys at him, immediately passed it, JDub wide open 3.
JDub was great tonight.
He did have some bad reach-in fouls, SGA on defense. Bad, just ill-advised reach-in fouls. You don't need that.
I thought JDub was great tonight.
He was unbelievable.
Really good. Hey, one thing
for a guy who's not a good second option and needs to be traded, he was unbelievable tonight.
Brandon says be shocked if they don't sweep. I don't think it's going to be a sweep. But Talon says nothing offensively inside for Minnesota. Here's the thing. If you look at the Thunder and who they struggle with, it's not the big centers like Gobert as much as it is the athletic guys above the rim. Those are the ones that Gobert just doesn't. Jeremy, is he a little overrated?
He is what he is. He's a shot blocker and a dunker. That's all he can do off of passes. Putback guy. That's what he is, Jay. This is why when everyone's talking about the Nuggets and you get by him, this is why I was saying you don't have to double Gobert. You don't have to double Randall. Randall plays outside more than he does inside. Like a couple of times, there was one point Dort came, dropped down to double Gobert, and Anthony Edwards had a wide open 3. I'm not leaving Edwards. Like, no one on the team has to be double team, Jay. You can switch a lot. Like, they're a better matchup for OKC on the defensive side for sure.
Yeah, now he did destroy the Lakers, but that's because Lakers don't have anybody down there. But yeah, just a really good performance, specifically in the third quarter. Although I thought they started off pretty good, the Thunder. I mean, offensively, they had 58 at the half. 58.
They really ended the half well, Jay.
Ended the half well, yeah.
Ended the half really well.
I mean, you look at the stats here. I mean, Chet 1 of 6 from 3. JDub 2 of 6 from 3. They didn't shoot it very well from 3.
Still won the game. I mean,
yeah. They out-rebounded them 42-41, which was kind of surprising in my opinion, because I felt like they were kind of getting beat at the boards. But big stat of the day right here. Turnovers.
Okay, so you had like 6 or 7?
6 turnovers. Minnesota 14, but a lot of those led to easy points, and that kind of might be the difference in the game. And I agree with this. I agree with this. They aren't winning unless Randall and Ant play really good. It's just there's a reason they're the 6th seed and the Thunder were the 1 seed. Thunder's a lot better team. So now they just got to go finish it. They got to go split. I think they probably split in Minnesota and then win it in Game 5, if I had to guess right now. So I just don't see the Minnesota beating the Thunder right now. I don't either, Clark. I'm
nuts. I actually think his supporting, like they've got some great length. Great length.
Well, here's the thing about Minnesota.
They've got some really good defenders, Jay.
Well, that's the thing. Before this series, that was the thing everybody thought, is that Minnesota's can really defend the Thunder well. But so far, the Thunder have – you know what? If you look at the way this is set up, that Denver series, that Oklahoma City won it, because where that fell in this kind of playoff run, I think it was a great spot because you get that in between, sandwiched in between Memphis and Minnesota. And I think it really has helped the Thunder. That series really helped the Thunder. It just helped them grow up.
JC, I never want to say I want to win one and then lose one. I want to win every game. I want OKC to win every game they play. Big time, dude. Big time. But yeah, Jay, I mean, obviously the series is not over because, but I'll tell you one big play, Jay. Dort leaves his man, comes down low, swipes the ball, just hammers the ball out of Randall's hands. They get a fast break. That was a huge, huge point in the game. Yeah. Hey, Dalpos, Mark Dagnall, he's done a lot better job in this series. I don't think he did great in the Denver series, but but in Game 7 he was phenomenal. Yeah, they figured some things out against zone, and that's why the Denver series helped. I tell you what, I know me and you differ on this, Jeremy. I don't want to get in an argument or anything, but I know we differ on the 3-point shooting.
I don't see right now. The Thunder in the lane, they are dominating when they get in there.
Right, but Jay,
why even?
I'll tell you why, Jay. When you drive the lane and you kick for three, or there was one possession, OKC literally made 3 or 4 extra passes.
Oh yeah,
those are. Wallace had 3 wide open looks off passes. I don't mind those threes. I don't mind those. They took some ill-advised ones. I do not mind those threes at all. I don't. Those are great move around threes. They're within the flow of the offense, ball movement.
Yeah,
take those every single time, and they had some big ones. JDub's 3, you didn't say anything when he made the 3 near the end. Didn't say a word when he made the 3.
Jeremy,
didn't say a word when Wallace made the 3. It's when they miss, you say dumb shots.
Jeremy, I'm not talking about the wide open threes.
Yeah, you were earlier in the game because you texted me and said too many threes. I said they're wide open. You said it's too many. So again, when they make them, it's good. When they miss them, it's not. I mean, we could argue this all day long. We're not going to.
Yeah, I do use the word youth a lot because I think it's a real deal, especially in the NBA. I think youth is a big deal. But that's just my opinion. Hey, Ron, here's the thing. I know you've said this before, but so they're going to allow Minnesota to win it? They're going to allow Indiana to win? I mean, there's no big teams left. I mean, there's no you got the Knicks, but all the players that have been around and won championships, none of them are left. They're all gone.
Hey, A&P Mechanic, first off, shout out to NIL Commish. You rolled in from NIL Commish to check the channel out and you subscribe. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Thanks for being on here.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, the Sooners did sign it. Jay, the Sooners are getting a New Mexico quarterback.
There we go.
Isn't that correct? 6'4".
I think somebody put it in here a little bit earlier.
6'4" guy.
Yeah. Hey, let's open the phone lines. You want to?
Open them up, Jay. Open them up. Let's do it.
Open them up. Phone lines will be open if you want to chat.
Check out the fan stop at thefanstop.com. No, it's not NBA gear, but it's any university. You can sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. Use code SURGE, get 10% off your first 3 months. Elite apparel sent to your doorstep each and every month. Different design. Great feel. Check them out.
And there it is right there. There's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I thought I saw something like that. We got Platoon 20 always, I think, first on the Thunder Talk. So what's up, Platoon?
What's up, guys? Obviously very happy about the win. Here's my take on it. A couple things. One is obviously SGA played great, but Thunder go from, I would say, great team to almost unbeatable team when SGA has close to 10 assists. I think at 8 assists.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody can beat them at all when he's putting up, he doesn't have the double-digit assists, but there's a difference because a lot of his games he might score 30 or 40, but he has 3 assists. And, we don't do nearly as well in those games as we do when he has a high number of assists. When we have that many assists, he's elite. He's Thunder goes from just an elite team to super elite. I think we're almost unbeatable when he does.
Let me ask you something, Platoon, on that, because I was kind of getting ripped at the end of the game in the Discord saying that, I was hating on SGA in the Denver series, and now I like that he's shooting the ball so much. To me, and this is my personal opinion watching the games, he doesn't seem to be forcing shots like he did in that series. He's playing within the offense. They're manning him up. He's going one-on-one. I think he's made better passes. What are your thoughts on kind of how he's played versus that series?
Yeah, I agree. He's playing a lot different than he did in the Denver series. In the Denver series, he would dribble the ball around, just try to get separation and take a long-range 3, which is not the best part of his game. So he's definitely more aggressive. He's looking for more passes. I agree. He's playing better this round than he did the last round, and he was good last round too. But he's even better now. The other thing I don't understand something. Check out a technical for yelling, but I see guys yelling at dudes all the time in the NBA, and
it's because he went to his face to do it. I think.
Yeah, okay. he stood over him a little bit too, and kind of.
Yeah, well, he's 7'4", Jay.
Well,
okay.
Sure.
So as long as you're not right in their face, then it's okay. All right.
Right.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I don't know enough about basketball to know, but what percent of the game did Minnesota play zone D? Was it half or a quarter, or how long did they use?
I don't even think it equaled to be a quarter, because when they got in it, they would get out of it because the Thunder kind of torched it. Yeah. And I think they didn't stay in it very long. It might have equaled a quarter throughout the game. They just didn't stay in it very long because the Thunder kind of really did good on it. So thanks for the call, Platoon. Appreciate it.
And real quick, I didn't flip-flop. Denver played SGA. guys, if you don't think Denver defended him differently, then I guess you haven't been watching the series.
They did. He was not good against the double teams, but hey, Grey God, how you feeling about JDub? Still want him traded?
Yeah, trade him
Hey,
and share.
Let's get to Fit with Fry. What's up?
What's up, y'all?
What's
Awesome
going
game.
on?
Man, awesome game tonight. Just a little subject I want to bring up, that I haven't heard yet is whenever SGA is getting to his spot, I mean, it is absolutely unbelievable to watch. He's shooting 60. I think he shot like 60% tonight.
Oh, he was like 12 of 19 the first game. This game, I think he was 12 of 21.
And this is the thing. When you watch Ant-Man, whatever, when you watch him and you watch Shai, what's the big difference? The energy exertion. Ant-Man is burning so much energy to get his points. SGA is just running down the court, while lollygagging along. Mid-range bloop, mid-range bloop. You watch Ant-Man, for him to score, because he's not a very good three-point shooter, this dude is having to do the most insane things you've ever seen in your life. Kobe Bryant in his prime. But to do that over the course of a series, man, it is so tiring. To be sprinting up and down the court, to be driving that hard. SGA just gets to his spots. That's something I want to talk about is what other skill can Ant-Man compare to SGA other than athleticism? Because athleticism is a skill. But what other skill? Is there anything else?
To me, Edwards I think he's an athletic freak. So he's got that. But
that's what I mean. I say that too. I say
his game, he's streaky shooter. Like if he gets going, but you don't really have to double him.
But over the course of a series, when you watch it, like the way that Shai plays is just so much more efficient. He doesn't. This is the thing about Shai is he doesn't have to create for his teammates. I don't know if that makes sense, but he gets his so easy that his teammates just flow in the game. He creates for them in a way that he doesn't have to have the ball in his hands to create.
Yeah,
and it's fun to watch because
it's great.
It's unbelievable. I'm so proud of this team, man. Listen, I love Oklahoma Sooners. If they win a national championship, 2000 was one of the best years ever. Next year they win one's going to be one of the best years ever. But coming from a small market like OKC is, living there most of my life, and seeing that we got an NBA team, we should be so proud. Because small markets Indiana's still alive, but you don't see them doing this year in and year out. Thunder have had such a run. It's been unbelievable. I'm really proud of this team. One of the best teams in NBA history if they win it all, for sure. And it's absolutely incredible. You guys have an incredible night.
Appreciate
Thunder
it, man.
up. Boomer Sooner. Let's go.
Hey, Jay, Caller's right about this. Fit with Fry's right about the fact that, and leave that comment up there, Jay. I'm going to attest to it. Caller's right that when you're in the torture chamber, it's hard to get out of it. It's hard to get away from it. It's suffocating. You can't breathe. It takes so much exertion and energy. And guess what? He's still right there in your face. You can screen him. You can try to body him. He's still there all night long in the torture chamber. You're not escaping it. Okay? And by the way, go back to the comment with Greg. I would love for you to call in tonight because, again, I would love for other people in the chat. Jay, you can attest to this. Hunter, if you want to get on here. Jason, don't interrupt. Listen. When I called out SGA, I never said trade him. I never said he sucks.
Hey,
I said he wasn't playing that great against the double teams. He was dribbling around with 2 or 3 guys on him and not making quicker passes. He learned a lot. He played a lot better in Game 7. He figured some things out. They are not defending him that way. Tonight, when they doubled him, he got rid of it and JDub made a 3. Or he got rid of it into the paint and Caruso made it. So I am going to call out SGA if I think he's
okay. But Jerem, listen,
taking horrible shots. So whatever, dude.
Listen, I think T-Wolf said it best. Talon said it best. And I know you. I've known you for a long time. You do good. Everybody does. there's a lot of emotions when teams lose and you get frustrated. Of course, you were on SGA a little more. They were losing.
No, I was on it because he wasn't playing it.
But just like Greg got with JDub, just like I've been.
Yeah,
let me finish. Just like I've done as a fan, after losses, dude, people say stuff they don't mean. It just happens.
I mean, what are you talking about?
No,
if you want to say Greg God said trade JDub and Chet, Greg God said I was going out with emotion. Sounds like he was the emotional one. I'm just breaking down the game.
Hey, let's get to Greg.
My goodness, dude.
I'm not. Greg's on the line. What's up, Greg?
Yeah, you are.
Hey guys, keep the passion alive. How y'all doing?
All right, man. You?
I'm doing well. I missed a lot of the game. I had church small group tonight, but I turned it on right as we had extended it to about like 24. I think it was like about the end of the third quarter or so. They got to give the Wolves a little bit of credit. I mean, they did a good job with a solid push there at the end to cut it within like 10, and I was really starting to get nervous for a minute here. But yeah, good to see the Thunder kind of weather that and hold it off to win by, what was it, like 15? I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't a great quarter, great way to close it out. But the thing is, even with their push, they never got it under 10. They kept it at a good amount of bay and really kind of closed the door. So it was great. And, you knew Minnesota was going to make more shots tonight. You just knew they were. And they hit some shots. So
I'm really surprised that they are not using their size and their physicalness a little bit more. Like they would probably be better in my mind if they would live in the paint. I mean, they are, for the most part, they outsize the Thunder. I don't know why I guess chalk it up to our good defense, but I'm still surprised that they're spending so much time, with beyond the arc and with the mid-range jumper. I'm like, if I'm them, I'm pounding the rock in the paint. Good for us, I guess. I'll take it.
Well, and that's why, like Naz Reid for them, I don't know why he doesn't go down.
He hasn't made a single three all series.
He's big enough. Go down there and do something down low, but he doesn't. He stands on the 3-point line. It's just like, it's crazy.
It's nuts. It's kind of crazy. I remember back, I was in high school. So this, when the Thunder, came to town, it was 2008 or 2007. I remember sitting in my living room and just kind of flipping through the channels, and the news came on, and like breaking news, Oklahoma City's getting an NBA team. And I remember sitting there thinking, what? No, I never imagined Oklahoma having a pro team, and to see us with our best chance at getting a championship, it's really cool. It would mean a lot to the city and all of Oklahoma. I really hope we can pull it through this year.
Oklahoma City Blazers hockey, and now you got the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's unbelievable. Hey, and how awesome to hear you going to a small group on a Thursday night. That's elite stuff, man. I go on Tuesday nights. It's one of my favorite nights.
Thursday, and I guess it is Thursday. Yeah.
Awesome. Good stuff happens at small group. It's
right.
Worth going.
Thanks, Greg.
Always. Take it easy. See you.
Jeremy, let me say something. I'm going to say a take here. Tell me if you agree or disagree, and this is for the chat too, agree or disagree. Because somebody, who was it? It was probably talking about the games of Edwards and SGA. Edwards is a more explosive player, the way he plays. But he's a little not as under control as SGA, and SGA is so good at getting where he wants to go. I think Edwards eventually is going to develop more of like a mid-range kind of a pull-up, post-up game. But tell me if you think SGA reminds you of this one player. To me, he does, Jerm. You might already know who I'm going to say. Take a guess. Who do you think he reminds me of?
Kobe?
No. His game is so similar to Kawhi Leonard.
He's the different player.
Kawhi had a really good mid-range game.
His mid-range game is great, but hey,
SGA and Kawhi to me, they are very similar.
Yeah, Ant-Man is unbelievably athletic, but here's the deal: when you're in the torture chamber, you don't know where to go because you can't see around him. Like, he's gonna have to figure out. Jay, I said this against Denver. Everyone was ripping on Dort, deservedly so. His shot wasn't great. People were ripping him. I said, everyone better watch what they say because you're going to need Dort, man, against Ant-Man. You're going to need the torture chamber. Because when Wallace was on him, he posted him up. You cannot post torture chamber up He will bounce you. He will push you to the three-point line. He will hawk wherever the ball is. He'll leave his man and go get a swat. He was phenomenal tonight, man.
Yeah, I mean, and Ant-Man is still, what is he, 23?
He can score like crazy, but he does a lot of it from the outside.
Well, or driving all the way to the rim, but the mid-range, I think, is where SGA is just his game in the mid-range. There's not many other players doing it right now up to his standard.
No, I mean,
like
he doesn't have to shoot a three.
No,
of course, he gets to the free throw line a whole lot. Hey, I saw the comment about the Oklahoma Sooners cutting a 5% pay cut within the athletic department. Anyone who's criticizing that, shame, because what it's showing you is they're actually caring about paying they're going to want to play players more, I think. We can get that tomorrow night, Jay, because there's probably a lot to talk about on that.
Yeah. Hey, so you disagree with me on the emotions get a part of it as a fan? You disagree with that?
I absolutely agree with that, Jay. What I said was when I was talking about SGA and how he was playing, it had nothing to do with emotion. Had nothing to do with emotion. It's factual. Wasn't passing well out of double teams. Fact.
How many games is this series going, you think?
5.
You think 5?
5. They're going to win one in Minnesota, Jay.
Yeah, I think so.
They may win 2. I don't know. I don't see it.
No, I'm not going to pound the table tonight. I'll save that for another night, Ryan. Dort, AC, Wallace, Ant getting it all and still had 32. At only 23, Ant will be him in next year. I agree, Ant. And, I asked this question in the Discord earlier. SGA won the MVP. I try to remember, I heard this on the radio today, it's been 5 or 6 years, maybe longer, that an American-born player has won the MVP. It's all been international. My question would be, who's going to be the next American-born MVP to win it? Ant?
It could be Ant, man. Hey, Kenrich Williams, no second half minutes. None. No second half minutes, which was interesting. They did go small a couple times. Again, Mark Daigneault, Jay, really good. I thought with rotations. He brought SGA in pretty early in the fourth as they started kind of slimming the lead down. Caruso fouled a lot tonight, reached around several times.
Are you surprised Jay Will hasn't played at all?
Win double digits.
Are you surprised Jay Will hasn't played at all? Hey, Cade's a good one. So's Tatum. Tatum's a good one.
Halliburton.
Not MVP, Jeremy.
Right now, he's the most overrated player, Jay.
Halliburton's not going to win an MVP. He's really good. He's not winning an MVP.
Yeah, I don't understand why you would be crying about layoffs where you could pay money more. AC don't play until third quarter, win game 1. Is that? I'm trying to see what that says, Jay.
I tell you, when the Thunder go Wallace and Dort in there together, the hands and stuff with the defense is unreal. I think at one point they might have had Caruso in there too.
Yeah, they do. Wallace, Caruso, Dort together. You can switch everything. You don't have to worry about a screen. You just switch it all. They don't have answers for it.
Caruso, you can tell Caruso's played so much playoff basketball. Do you know why? Because when he plays defense, he pushes the limit so bad. He pushes it because he knows it's going to be more physical in playoffs and they don't call it.
Yeah, Wallace was definitely made some time. He made 2 big threes in the third quarter, timely threes. I think Wallace can penetrate. He's got a nice crossover.
He had another 4 or 5 assists tonight, Jerm.
Nice crossover.
You know who's kind of just been a no-show?
Who's that?
He hasn't played a whole lot, but when he has, it's Wiggins.
He hadn't played him a lot today. I thought he was pretty good today when he was in.
Hadn't played a lot, but wow, that's a funny. Did you see the nickname they gave him? CDC. Defensively, I guess Kaysen, Caruso, Dort. So, man, great victory for the Thunder, man. This series just feels different than Denver. It's amazing. For some reason, you get Joker and Murray, some of these guys that have won it before. It's almost like that matters. It almost like that matters a little bit. Getting guys out of there that have won it.
Why wouldn't that matter?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Do not sit here and try to imply that you're saying, well, OKC was too young. Jay, guess what? They're not too young to win it all.
I'm picking them to win it all now, Jerm.
But are they a year older?
No, they got by Denver, Jerm. That was the team I picked them to lose to.
But they're too young.
To get by Denver, I thought they were, Big Jerm. I thought they were.
Too young?
And it took them 7 games, Jerm. Took them 7 games, buddy.
And they did it.
And they did it.
Team,
right.
A team that's playing tight. They just don't seem like it, man.
Hey, Grey God, 6 wins and they're champions. They have a freaking clear path to a championship. I mean, it's wide open for them now. In fact, what are their odds right now?
They would have to lose. They would have to lose like 6 of their next 10 games to not win it all, Jay. 6 of the next 10, right?
Not necessarily.
Yes.
I mean, this game, they could play 5 more in this series, Jerm. And then they could play 7. That's 12. 6 of 12.
They would have to lose half their games in. Half their games.
Yeah, let's get to Austin. What's up, Austin?
Hey guys, what a game.
It's a good game, man. I like those games that don't go down the wire, man.
Right. But when the Timberwolves cut it to 10, I got a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, they made that run. I was saying, look, it's getting in a dangerous spot if you don't score. But every single time OKC scored, Chet was big, JDub was big, SGA was elite.
Yep. Well, and the big 3 tonight was really
Really good.
I think what they won us the game tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
And I like to see Chet down low and getting physical and not settling for those those threes that he likes to settle for sometimes. But Chet had 24, JDub 26, Shai. I mean, when those 3 guys have that good of a game, you're probably not going to lose most nights.
No, that's what you do in the playoffs when your all-stars step up. That's what has to happen, and they did, and they're going to win the games when they do that because their bench is really good anyway. So if those 3 guys show up, they're going to win.
Yep. And well, Caruso had a good 9.
Yep.
Just
I
over.
thought it was Caruso's worst game in a while, though.
Right.
Fouled out. I thought he a couple of times on the break forced some shots when he could have maybe kicked it out, but still he was good defensively.
Right. If we can get at least 1 in Minnesota, I feel really good about us possibly winning in 5. But I still got us winning in 6. But if we could steal 1 in Minnesota, because I think the Timberwolves are going to come out guns blazing in Game 3.
Oh, it's going to be someone said earlier, hostile environment. It's going to be an insane environment in Minnesota.
Yeah.
You got to put them away and make them doubt themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yep.
Hey, thanks, Austin.
Appreciate it, Austin.
Come on in, man.
Yep. Have a good night.
Hey, you too. Hey, Jeremy, I got a trivia question real quick.
Go for it, Jay.
Who led the team in rebounds tonight, and how many rebounds did they have?
Well, I know JDub had probably 8 or 9, 7 or 8. It could have been Chet. Could it have been Ihart or Dort? I don't know, Jay. Who was it?
Since you've named 4 players on the team, Jerm.
I'm going through my mind trying to remember rebounds, Jay.
You named 4 players.
JDub had 7 or 8, correct?
No.
How many JDub have?
I'm asking the question in the chat here. Why are you answering?
There
it is, right there. JDub
I was right
10.
first. I just had the wrong number.
No, you were wrong. You said 7 or 8.
I thought he had 7 or 8, but I was right with the person.
And you said 7 or 8, and then you said
didn't ask me the number. You didn't ask me the number. You said who was it? I said JDub first. And then in your face. Nice try.
You said JDub had 7 or 8, and then Dort. Or maybe it was
I was thinking through plays, Jay. Jeez, dude, I was right.
SGA. Let's get to
Too young.
What's up, Colin?
What's up? How are you guys?
Doing well, man. How are you?
Good. Thunder up 2-0. I definitely think this could be a sweep, and I definitely think we can get 1 in Minnesota with how we've been playing with back-to-back blowouts. But the main question I'm wanting to ask is Rudy Gobert the worst center you've ever seen? Because I swear his touch around the rim and I mean, I think what is he even good at?
Well, the worst center I've ever seen in my life was Sean Bradley.
And Colin, here's the thing about Gobert. I think if he was on a team I rooted for, I would get upset that they played, especially if they started. Like, I think he can be a guy who can, stop scores in the paint. The difference is SGA is getting to the free throw, and JDub did this at least 5 times. He got the body into Gobert. He faded away. To me, Gobert is a shell of himself. Like, he can still, at the rim, maybe affect some things. He can get a couple putbacks after he pushes someone in the back. But yeah, I'm not wanting him as a starter on my team.
He is overrated, I think, for a center.
Yeah. Always has been a little bit, Jay.
Yeah, but it's just crazy to see how far this team has come from the old ages, and now possibly, I honestly think we're probably going to make the finals because I don't see Minnesota being able to beat us 4 times.
4 out of 5.
With this, I would be more nervous if the games were close. Yes, this game started to get close, but with kind of back-to-back double-digit blowout wins, I think I'm more confident. And I honestly believe last series was a true test of how good this Thunder team would be, and I knew getting past them would make it easier for us to be the finals because, honestly, Denver, I felt like that matchup felt like the conference finals matchup with how difficult Jokic was.
Yeah, that's it. When you got to get eliminate a guy like Joker, it's the toughest one, and they got that behind them. So it's clear selling, I think, right now to go to the finals.
But
absolutely.
The last thing I'll say is I think this series has shown why you keep the big 3 in Chet, JDub, and Shai, because they all 3 this series. And it could just be the matchups that they're going against. Thunder just the better matchup against the Timberwolves compared to Warriors and Clippers. What are your guys' thoughts of
I do think it's a better matchup
dropping like these mass points?
Yeah, you're cutting out just a bit, but hey, Colin, I agree with you. The matchup is a thing. If the Lakers were still in it, I think the Lakers would be a worse matchup than the T-Wolves. And the T-Wolves beat the Lakers, did they not?
Oh, they did. Jay, hey, Jay, real quick on the – I saw Greg God's comment. I just said he's a shot blocker. He's a rim protector. I didn't say anything bad about his defense.
He's a great defender. He's a great defender.
I said what the Thunder were doing was getting body into him and then fading away. They weren't going right at him. They were fading away. Which is how you have to attack him. You can't go right at him. He'll block it. I was giving him credit.
No, he's a great defender. I just think when you look at the centers nowadays, I think I don't know. I think more athletic guys play above the rim, specifically give Thunder more of a trouble. Hey, we got another call on. We got
Hot Spot Casino. What's up? How's it going?
What's up, guys? How you feeling?
Good,
doing
man.
all right, man. You?
I'm all right. One thing I noticed, guys, OKC has cracked the code. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
gotcha.
we got you.
Okay, good.
You there? I heard you cracked the code. That's all I've heard.
We lost him. He was clear. He was clear as day. You could hear everything.
See if we can get him back here.
Yeah, he said, "You there?"
Hotspot, you there?
Austin thinks he was talking about when he said crack the code, he's talking about the zone.
Hotspot. Maybe you can get on your hotspot and call back in. Because I think he was probably maybe he's going to talk about the zone. I'm not sure, but
yeah, we'll see if we can get him back. Try to redo it, Jay. I think he was talking about the zone, but it could be just cracking the code on playoff basketball and just intensity. Look, they've always had intensity. I see what you're saying, Greg. God, you're talking about the call.
Hey, call back, Hotspot. Maybe you get a better.
I want to hear from you, man. First time caller, I think. I think he's first time.
Love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
Who was? I'm trying to think. So let's talk about this. The last NBA team to win a championship with a true center.
I mean, is Brook Lopez a true center?
Yeah, but he took you out to the 3-point line a lot.
Well, so define true center.
True center. I'm talking about down low. Gobert never goes out 3-point.
Well, Jake, what center is there that plays like Shaquille O'Neal? Jokic.
Well, Joker's not a true center. He plays.
So there aren't any then, Jay. It's a bad question. Give me a true center in the NBA right now.
Gobert.
Back to the basket player.
Probably San Antonio with Duncan.
Duncan was a power forward. You want to
Do
go
you
back to
get-
David Robinson?
I mean, do you consider Joker a true center?
Yes.
I think what I'm meaning is like a guy that doesn't shoot threes, like a big guy that's down low.
No one in the league does that anymore, Jay.
Well, Gobert does.
Please.
But Jerm, my point is this: they don't have anybody else down low.
Hey, we
They're all
have
finished.
Hotspot Casino back. Let's get him back on here. He said OKC has cracked the code. Let's hear what he's saying.
You
About
there,
that.
Hotspot?
Hopefully you can
Gotcha.
hear me.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got you loud and clear.
But yeah, we cracked the code, and the worst thing that could have happened in Minnesota was us playing Denver Game 7, because every deficiency that we had, we perfected, especially when it comes to that zone play. And if you look at Game 1 when we played Minnesota, people call Shai a foul merchant, but Minnesota went on an 8-0 run to start the game. But what Shai is doing is smart. He's actually knocking off their flow by getting to the line. He's stopping the clock. If they need extra breath, they're getting extra breath. That's smart.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, it's just messing up Minnesota's flow, and we're getting in their head. And we've cracked the code, guys. So it's only up from here.
Yeah,
I agree on the Game 7. OKC did two things. One, first off, they went small lineup, and that's really the first game they utilized that we had seen where no Chet and no Ihart in. They've used it a couple of times in this series, but you're right on SGA. It took a while in that series against Denver. He started figuring some things out in the double team, and when Minnesota went there tonight, he got rid of it quicker. They had easy baskets in the paint. JDub had easy three balls off the double team. They've got to pick their poison. You can't guard SGA one-on-one. He's torching them.
And what happened in the last 3 minutes? We actually ran the clock down and held the ball as long as we could when they tried to double screen.
And I don't know about you, but after watching that Indiana Knicks game the other night, even though Thunder was up 16, I was like, you never know, man. After watching that,
Hotspot, on your point about holding the ball at the end, I got one play for you guys, and you guys in the chat. It was a great one. Dort catches the ball for a three-pointer in the corner. Instead of jacking it up, he pump faked as the guy was closing out, drove baseline, gave it to Chet for an easy layup. That was great. That was a great play in the game.
High percentage shot. Yeah, it was smart.
Yeah, and they're not shooting as many threes either this series, which I love.
I think we had, 33 this time?
33 tonight, which was, the game
20
one
in the first half.
21. So, yeah. So they're getting more efficient shots, and they're hitting them, specifically in the lane. So,
yeah, pick your poison. Pick your poison, because at the end of the day, when they try to go big and screen at the top and try to get, maybe somebody like an Edwards or a Jaden McDaniels to try to shoot a three behind a big, we cut that off by going small, and we'll just be able to switch to defenders, whether it be Crusoe and Wallace, so we're just figuring them out. We're doing what we can, and we perfected. We've cracked the code, guys.
That's right.
I agree.
Crack the code, baby. Love
Appreciate the call, Hotspot Casino.
Definitely.
Have a good night, man.
Hey, Jay, a lot of their threes in the early on, even in some of these games, Ihart has been in, has not hedged or shown very quickly, and they get some shots off. But when the small lineup's in, like the caller said, like we've been saying, you just switch everything. They're not going to get the three ball. And I don't think Minnesota can beat the Thunder, Jay, with twos, just attacking the paint. I just don't think. Chet has affected a lot of shots. I thought SJ on the defensive side affected a couple of shots. Dort had a couple of blocks. Really some good stuff.
Yeah. Greg Gut says AI, and I don't know if he's talking about Hunter, our AI, or regular AI. Says Shaq was the last true center.
Wow. Yeah.
It's been a while.
Hey, what a night tonight, guys. Thunder get it done. I know tomorrow night, Jay, looks like the baseball team's going to be done. Softball starts with their super regional tomorrow night, and then we'll be talking about this 5% cut in the OU athletic department tomorrow night. So get ready for it. Research it. Bring your takes to that.
Also,
we'll talk about it all.
The Ross Dellinger stuff's been interesting.
The Ross Dellinger playoff stuff for 2025 and the seeding. There's a lot of college football stuff we can actually talk about tomorrow, so that'll be exciting. Tonight was dedicated to the Thunder because it is when it's the Thunder night. Great win by OKC. Game 2 in the books. Jay's got what?
Can you what number is that, Jeremy?
That's 6 or 15,
Oh.
but I'm going 6 because that's the magic number.
15? How?
1 and 5.
It's 6. That's how many games they have to win.
Jay, if I'm showing a referee that, it's a foul on 15. Okay. So, yeah, hey,
I'm not a referee.
the parade will be happening in OKC. It'll be elite. You got to get it first. Keep playing this way. Thunder basketball. You get it done. Thanks for being on here with us. Hit the like before you leave. If you're new here, subscribe to our channel. We go live every single night at 9:30 to talk Sooner sports, but now we've been doing the Thunder stuff. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate all the faithfuls, all the new ones, everyone. Good night, everyone. Great win by OKC. Thunder up.